And by the way, that means we can't just do what's right over there. We are 4% of the world's population, emitting 25% of the world's greenhouse gases. How long are we going to float along and say this is okay? When are we going to actually be willing to lead, not follow, on this issue of global warming? This is a huge moral issue for America. And here's what we need to do is so obvious. A serious, comprehensive investment in clean alternative sources of energy, but it's going to require more than that. It's going to require some sacrifice. It's time for the President of the United States to ask Americans to be patriotic about something other than war. And it's time to ask Americans to be willing to conserve, to drive more fuel-efficient vehicles. And a more radical idea, but I am totally for it, is we have to cap carbon dioxide emissions in the United States of America. We need to ratchet that cap down. We ought to auction off the right to emit carbon dioxide, generate billions of dollars, and that money ought to be spent on transforming this economy and creating a new energy economy in the United States. We have a dysfunctional healthcare system in America by any possible measure. 47 million Americans without health care coverage. Premiums up 90%. I'm proud to say, and I hope others will follow, proud to say that I am the only presidential candidate, Democrat or Republican, who has a truly universal health care plan. And I stand by that. And I want to speak to one other issue, which is this question of economic injustice, economic inequality in America. I don't know about all of you. I've done extraordinarily well. But I don't want to live, and I've even got a nice house. No, you can't. Come look. But I don't want to live in an America made up of a few rich people and everybody else. It's not the country I want to live in. If you were to ask me at the core why I'm running for President of the United States, it's not complicated. I want to see every child born in America have the same chances that I've had. It's that simple. And we have so much work to do. Is there economic growth in America? There is. There is for the highly educated and people with capital. Everybody else is struggling. This global economy has stratified economic class in the United States of America. We have to change it. We do. It undermines our democracy. It undermines equality. It undermines everything we believe in America. Any child born into a poor family in America or into a family of color, you really think they believe today that they have an equal chance of running for President of the United States? That they have an equal chance of doing great in America? Listen, we have work to do. We have 37 million of our own people who wake up every day worried about feeding and clothing their children. You don't think that says something about the character of our country? It does. Those pictures that came out of the 9th Ward of New Orleans, which is where I announced my presidential campaign, you think we're the only ones who saw them? The entire world saw them. I saw a headline in Europe, I was shortly after the hurricane hit New Orleans. The headline said, "The shaming of America." We're better than this. The United States of America is better than this. And all of us know it. And we cannot do what needs to be done in America and the world with careful, cautious politics. If you're looking for the glitzy, careful politician, you ought to be for somebody else. That's not me. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be out there speaking for what I believe. First of all, as Elizabeth said to me last night, we were in the hospital, she said, the thing about having this cancer is it gives me a lot of freedom to speak the truth. And we're going to speak the truth. We're going to speak the truth in this campaign, no matter what it is, no matter what the political consequences. I came here tonight to ask all of you to join us in this cause, because that's what it is. This is a movement. It's a movement to change this country and to change the world, and to do it with big, bold, transformational ideas. Look, the two of us are not interested in cowering in the corner, it's not who we are. And I don't want to see America cowering in the corner. It's also not who we are. We're stronger and more courageous and better than this, and it is time for us to lead again. And we need you. There is so much talent and passion in this room tonight. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for Elizabeth. Don't wait for whoever's going to be the next elected president of the United States. This country doesn't just belong to you, to the presidential candidates, it belongs to you. You can change this country. I've seen it. I've seen it over and over and over in my lifetime. But you got to take responsibility. You got to take action. You got to believe that you, all of you together, all of us together, that we can change this country. As Gandhi said, you have to be the change you believe in. Well, we can be the change we believe in, all of us together. And the last thing I would say to you, for God's sakes, don't wait for somebody else to do this for you. Don't. I'm 53 years old. I spent too much of my life waiting for somebody else to do this for me. It's a fantasy. It's never going to happen. If we really want to live in a moral and just America, and if we want to see America leading in a moral and just world, the power to bring about that change is in all of us together, because there is absolutely nothing we can't do together. God bless you all, and thank you for coming.